Alright guys, welcome back to Planet Coaster 2. We are here in our lazy river, and I saw some comments that a lot of you guys wanted to see this thing being used in the last episode. So here we are. Unfortunately, I really kind of had to drag people in here, so let's go ahead and delete the ladder. That's what I did to be able to get the thumbnail and get all these people in here. And basically what I was doing was picking people up, and you can move them and just place them in the water. So right now, literally every single ride in the park is closed. I was just trying to get as many people over into the water park as possible. Literally every single building you can, oh, well, the building's open there. But yeah, this ride's closed, that's closed, that's closed. Our main wave pool is closed. This thing, our reef break, is by far our most popular ride. That's closed. So, those are the levels that we have to go to get people to stay in here. Oh, people can still get out without a ladder. And look at that. They're all just getting out. So I don't know what it is. I've got a couple of ideas that we might be able to do to make it better, but I think just overall, especially early on, like at release time, the theme park rides are what guests really want to see. That's what they want to do. Like, the pools have never really been a major attraction of ours. Hold on, let's reload this. I'm gonna go back to our Qtopia 11C, which is right where we left things off before we forced everyone into the pool against their will. But yeah, basically the water park just doesn't have as much demand as any of the dry rides. So maybe if we end up doing a second Qtopia or something, maybe we'll do like a water park only version, so guests are only there to get in the water. It just seems like, you know, a lot of the tracked rides and flat rides and stuff like that take the lion's share of the interest. See, like, I'm just going to put this on 3 times game speed. This is normal. You can see this is literally where we ended building and stuff. We've got our ladders in here. Everything is connected. Everything is good. I had even disconnected it from this so they would have to get in the lazy river. And you can see people just don't really use the pools much. They'll go to the water rides, they'll ride the flumes, but they just won't really use like straight up swimming pools. There are a few people who get in, but most people just kind of skirt right by it, which is weird. So what we're going to do going forward, let's slow this down. We're going to go in. I mean, part of it could be our problem for sure. I've just kind of left it on the default price. Our pool pass is $54, which, if you want me to be honest, for this quality of a water park is an absolute steal. You're paying double, triple that to go to Volcano Bay, and this is already better than Volcano Bay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in. We're going to make that, honestly, let's just make it $0. All right, so pool passes are free. Anybody who wants to get wet, eat your heart out. And the other thing I want to mention is we thought it was the weather before. It's not. This is like perfectly sunny, perfect summer weather here. So pool passes are now free. Hopefully people are actually going to end up getting in. And speak of the devil, look at this. Reef break has a long wait time. Oh my goodness, dude. People love this thing so much. We really killed it with this one, huh? I did see somebody saying fix the mountain coaster in one of the comments when I was just looking at it. I'm not sure what you mean by fix the mountain coaster. I don't know if there's something wrong with it, or does it need to be maintenanced or anything like that? Everything's good to go. I'm going to be honest with you. Just before we started this, I did go into our sandbox settings. Oh, I haven't done it in this one yet. I did in the last one. I'm going to turn off the power supply in the ride facility condition. It's a pain in the butt that doesn't really matter. It doesn't really mean anything. It just takes us out of the building. So this is sandbox mode. This is our ultimate dream world. We're still limited by money, but we're not going to have to constantly mess with the generators and whatever else. I just don't feel like that adds anything to our gameplay. So yeah, hopefully we get some people coming into the pools now. I wish that we could have more of an emphasis on the water rides. I wish we could get more people interested in it. The good news is we do have a huge update coming out. The big December update is going to be like the first major update for this game. We're getting glass pieces and a bunch of other stuff, and I would imagine they're probably going to work on the AI behavior in that. So maybe we'll start getting some more action when that comes around. But all right, here we go. So today I'm thinking we've really kind of focused a lot over here. I say we get back to some roller coasters, our bread and butter, baby. And like I just said, this is kind of what the people are interested in. We might be able to throw down some flat rides over here as well. Oh, shoot. Are we still going to have to do these? Maybe we only have to do this. I thought we just turned all this off. Oh, no changing rooms close enough to 69. Well, we could take care of that. So we got our bathrooms here. I guess we could put our changing rooms maybe over here, and we could probably do 2 of those, so as people come over the bridge they can immediately hit them. We could put another set here next to the tubes, and we should honestly probably do another set of bathrooms there as well. Definitely don't want people getting in the pool in a full bladder. So we've got that there. Obviously, we're going to judge that up and stuff eventually. But like I said, my main focus is going to be over on the other side of the park. That should be taken care of now. Come on, people. Let's... Ooh, see, we got a person in the pool over here. That's good news. I mean, he looks like he might need some... I hope you're cheering on your kid who's going down the water slide. I feel like that's a pretty bad spot to just sit. We've got a lifeguard over here, hopefully keeping an eye on him. Looks like he could potentially be in trouble. Again, just nobody over here in the pools, even though it's literally free. It's $0. Maybe people don't like it because it's free, so let's make it 1 cent. If you can't afford a cent, then you don't deserve to be coming to this theme park. All right, so here we go. Let's take a look at some research here, and we haven't bought anything new in a while. So on the coaster side of things, we're going to be able to get some special coasters. We've only got 15,000 research points right now. Okay, we're going to have to really work on this, but all right, so we're moving down that. Got chain lift, suspended, alternate lift. Okay, we might have to fast forward a little bit of time just so we can get some new stuff. Ooh, we've got a bunch of rides we're gonna be able to get into as well, and I really, you guys know, I'm thinking maybe next episode we're gonna try to get to the monorail. So basically we just need to hire a bunch of engineers and let's try to get as many research points going as possible. So we're gonna go in and we're gonna go ham. I mean, we haven't hired anyone new in a while. We got plenty of money, so I'm gonna hire probably 4 of everyone, just to keep up with all the increasing demand. Probably not the most efficient way of managing this, and eventually, ooh, that was only 3. Eventually, we definitely are going to start giving people work zones and stuff. That's probably something I should do off screen because it's not all that interesting. But basically, you can go into staff, and we're going to be able to create certain work zones. So there are certain, you know, janitors that only stay in this area, and then you could assign them to that. And then we could have janitors that do this area and assign them to this. And so they don't walk all over the place, and it just makes your park a lot more functional. That's something to do in the future, but for right now, we need some coasters. So I'm just going to go ahead and speed up time a little bit. We're going to try to get some more research points here. We only have 6,900, but that should start going up pretty quickly. In terms of coasters that we do have access to, let's see if there's anything super interesting. Alternate lift. There's a junior coaster for 15K. Let's see him actually in here. I want to see the Adamino. That's kind of interesting. Looks like this one could be pretty tame, but let's take a look at it. Oh, going a little bit too fast. Oh. Wait a second. It turns you around and you got to ride it backwards? Are you seeing this? I mean, it spins. Okay, this is weird. I kind of feel like we need something like this. We've got another situation here. You can watch them go backwards. Oh, we're going somewhere. Oh. We're on a seesaw. When's it gonna connect? Dude, this is like the Mummy or something. This really reminds me of the Mummy. Drop down there. Okay. Yeah, this one's sick. So we're definitely going to be adding this. The Automax Multiverse Coaster LSM. We've got a swaying mine train. This could be perfect for our little Western land. Let's see what we got here. We've even got like a little rock archway, which perfectly matches up back here. Obviously, that's going to take a lot of, fixing up over time. Let's see if we're going to get this thing rolling. Nope, she just doesn't want to go. Okay, well, we'll keep this in the back pocket. I want to get some more water coasters. Reef Break has proven to us that that's one of the biggest things that we can do. The Ascent, a 6-down 4-seater. Oh, that's what we have over there. Okay. All right. So while we're waiting for some of our research points and stuff to go up, I say, I really hope we can get this thing working. Let's try the excavator, and we're gonna see if we can't get kind of an Old West town happening here. Can we set it up like that? Is that gonna link up? Oh, nope. It's underneath. There you go. I think that's connected right there. Beautiful. Yes, that looks like it's connected. Okay, I like this. So we can set up some rocks here. You've got kind of an Old West town. We could maybe do a second, like, smaller flat ride over here, too. But we're going to have to build up some rocks around here that hide all the trees and turn this into more of a Western town over here. I like this. So we're going to get rid of a bunch of these trees. Before we commit too much, can we see this thing in action, please? Ooh, here we go. Thank you. All right, so you go up. Got to keep in mind our theming. I mean, you're going to see kind of some of the other areas of the park, but ideally a lot of this is all kind of mine themed and Western and whatever else. This is like your traditional mine train ride. You've got a lot of sideways lateral movement here. I like this. Obviously not going to be going into the trees here. I feel like we need to make this You know, very rocky, deserty, old Western, that kind of thing. Maybe go into a cave. Keep it dark inside the cave. Maybe if we can get some, like, lanterns and stuff on the wall, could be kind of interesting. There's a floating tree over there. Let's not pay attention to that. Got a long ride up. I mean, it's not an intense ride by any means, but it is a traditional ride. It's something that you're going to need. We can have multiple going at the same time. I think that's part of the problem why we're struggling with Reef Break, because it's so popular, but too many people want to ride it and we just don't have enough time for it. So, all right, this is going to kind of mark the end of our retail area, and this is going to kind of move into like a Western land. We could even put some sort of a Western themed thing over here, and I don't know, we'll see what we could do. But basically, we need to take back a lot of these palm trees and get some rocks down on the ground. Just love the sound of the coasters going by and stuff. Love that you can hear, like if you go over to where some of the rides are happening, you can hear all the people talking. You can hear the people screaming on the rides and stuff like that. It's just really, really cool. You know what? We could open this thing up. We're going to make sure we're not charging anything for it. Basically, the park is pretty much going to be free. I can't believe we aren't charging anything for our water park pass. That is ridiculous. It's the middle of the summer on a tropical island, and we can't charge anything for our water park. Like, that just doesn't make sense. Writing a fine line here. We don't want to thin this out too much that we're going to impact it from the lazy river, which it looks like we're okay. Oh my gosh, I love that too. Listen to that. We've got like birds and stuff. This is ridiculous. Okay, I love it. So we've got that there. Let's we're gonna get our scenery brush out. Not scenery brush, just kidding. We want our terrain brush. So we're going to put sand and desert all over this place. Just get this nicely themed. Now I really like the red rocks there. I'm gonna see if we can change these. I guess we could have a mix of red and the traditional or gray rocks. But I feel like a red desert style thing here is a little bit better themed. I don't want like a northeastern Appalachian mine. I want like a mine out west or something. Some Red Dead Redemption action. Maybe we can have like a train coming through or something. Probably gonna save that for the monorail once we start getting that working. But yeah, this is cool. Don't want to go too hard. I think we still want some grass over here, and then we could probably get some rough rock along the edges just to keep it natural. Okay, we'll work on that over time. We need to make smaller rough rock, get it on the edges. There you go. All right, looks like we've got our first takers right here. That's what I'm talking about. Our first guest coming to get on the mine train. Love it. Obviously, it's not quite ready yet. We're trying to let this just keep rolling. So we have some research points coming in, but let's see what we can do about our rock situation. Also, I just realized that my face cam's a little bit big. I'm going to fix this for you guys. Get this guy centered. All right, that looks a little bit better. Maybe a little bit bigger. I don't want it too big. You guys don't really care about me. You care about the gameplay, but... Oh, flip myself. There we go. We'll try that out. Typically, I record gameplay and face cam separate in case I ever want to do any extra editing or upload something without commentary or need to go back and fix something or whatever. But we've been recording this so much and the files are getting so crazy large. I think it's going to be better off to just try to keep a smaller file size just so we can keep up with everything. I've had to buy extra space on my Dropbox to upload it to Hayden, my editor, and all kinds of stuff. So it's been rough, but it's been fun. So let's see. I'm going to search. Let's see if we have anything cool in Western. I just want to get like an idea of where we're going to end up going with this. Dream Island, Western post offices. Obviously, I love all these guys. Ooh, Western path lamps. Those are fun. Dynamite and explosives. I love that, dude. People are so talented here. So I'm gonna just grab kind of some buildings and stuff. I was hoping to find some help with the rocks, the rock wall, rock formation we're gonna have to do here, but I think we're gonna be on our own. So I kind of like the Western look here. Oh, so these are barnacle rocks that they did, and they changed the color. Can we just change the color of any rock? Color change isn't available there, but you can change the color of the barnacles. But if you don't think it kind of looks like barnacles. But if you don't pay attention to the barnacles, it's a pretty cool looking rock there. We're just going to try to hide the barnacles as best as we can. And basically, I'm going to try to make a giant wall. I'm going to try to kind of adjust so that it always looks a little bit different. Obviously, we're going to need it to curve a little bit. So that's enough of that piece for right now. I think that's good. We've got some other pieces over here. We can duplicate this. Maybe have this guy sticking out some. I don't want it to be totally flat, but flat just makes our job so much easier. So we'll have maybe like that. Gonna try to hide these barnacles. Let's get this guy running like it doesn't have to be perfectly flat, but a bit more flat. We could set him in like that. And we could obviously add other little rocks afterwards. You guys get it? Little Rock, like Arkansas? I mean, I don't know if we're going to be able to get much different than this. Once we get into the little rocks, we'll be able to really make it look a lot better. But if we have like this, bring her down, probably make it a little bit more flush. Do something like that. And then we can take all of these. We're going to split, edit scenery. Am I doing this right? Nope. I guess we're good for right now. So we could set this up here. And then duplicate it, and we're just gonna have this go all the way around. It's gonna look really, really uniform at the start, but we're gonna be able to fix that later. We're gonna add some different verticality and other little rocks and stuff like that, but at least we're gonna kind of encase this western land here. Even get a little bit crazy with it. We can move it like this. Ooh, look at that. I like that. So this guy here, gonna take it all the way to the building. Have it line up with our western saloon there. That looks pretty good. And honestly, maybe that's, ooh, see this is looking better. Maybe that's the play. We can keep duplicating this and we could just make it kind of different in different spots. Obviously, we're gonna have to go through. We're gonna have to change move this guy like this. We're gonna have to cover up the barnacles and stuff. I don't want it to be too tall. See, I feel like we went a little bit too far there. I feel like this is about the max that we want. Yeah, I feel like this looks pretty good. So you really feel like you're in a western thing here. We got to add a lot of little ones and cover up all the barnacles, but this looks better. And then maybe, I mean, we could probably delete some of the outliers up here. Like those are starting to get a bit ridiculous. So we could bring these down, but you guys get the idea. It's just kind of like a big western bowl. Theme of our park is literally nothing is perfect, so that's what we're going for here. Just get it as close as we can. That looks pretty good right there. And then we can go in. We can grab some of the smaller rocks. We don't want super, super small, but we can make them a bit bigger. That's better. And then, is it going to oh, color? There you go. That looks better. Trying to get this to match up. That looks pretty good right there. So we can place this guy down, and then we could take this, and since it has no coral or anything on it, we can start to use this to kind of cover up some of the coral spots. He's weird enough. He's got a few different sides too, so we can just kind of keep spinning him around. Nobody's really gonna know that this is what we're doing, except for you guys, because you were here for this. Perfectly imperfect, baby. Here we go. This is not really what I was planning on working on today, but if we need some extra research points, that's exactly what we're going to do. And to be honest, it sounds like people are really enjoying themselves on this coaster, so I'm glad we did it. It's funny, I saw a comment. I just love reading the comments on this series. Honestly, this is just one of my favorite series we've ever done. And somebody was like, I love that it seems like you love this, which obviously, I mean, I like all the games we play. I'm lucky enough not to be forced to play any certain type of game for views or anything like that. I kind of just get to vibe out, and you guys usually vibe along with me, some more than others. This one's been amazing so far, but somebody was like, yeah, it seems like you really, really love this, but it's also like, it seems like you start with the vision for every episode, and then by the end of it, you've completely gone off track, and I think that's really kind of the sign of why I love it so much. Like, I try to brainstorm. I don't want to come in here just completely, oop, what happened? So I can bring this guy out like this. I don't want to come in here, you know, up-ish creek without a paddle, that sort of thing. I want to at least have an idea of what we're going to be getting into. Can I grab this, please? Hello? There you go. Got it. Let's get rid of these guys. Nope. I want the tree. It won't let me select the stupid freaking tree, dude. Definitely don't want to get rid of all of this. Oh my gosh. You know what? In this case, we're just going to take another one. We're going to put it in front of it. There you go. Problem solved. But yeah, I don't want to start an episode without knowing what we're going to be getting into. I kind of want to at least have an idea so that we have a bit of a you know, plan to follow, and we're not just randomly trying to figure out what we're doing on the fly. But the game is so good, and I'm having so much fun. It's awesome to just kind of go with the flow and do whatever, whenever creativity strikes. So looking pretty good so far. This is solid. We've got our entrance. We obviously need some more like decorations and stuff. I did get, if we go into rides, I think it's flat rides. So we've got this guy here, which is one of the little kiddie Western rides, which I feel like would be a good setup. Maybe across from this, or Maybe we like put it in town. We could put this next. If we could find some more stuff to cover these. Yeah, we're going to put this here. Let's duplicate this. We're going to put this like that. And then we could take like one of these and put this over here. I just want to try to cover. And then this backs up to the church now. So we honestly, we could, I don't know if there's something we could put here to block it. Let's just do this again so it's like a corner store. Nobody's really going to be paying too much attention to this. So we've got all that there. And then we can go in and we can put our little kiddie ride. We can put it right here so that it kind of matches up with everything. Just kidding, it doesn't really because it's got an entrance in one and out the other. Okay, so maybe this is... Hold on a second. We put this inside another ride? Is that an issue? Is that like a security issue or any sort of a concern? I feel like that's probably a concern. Let's do the big one across from it because this one's a little bit more exciting. Can link that guy out. That looks pretty good right there. Let's go ahead and test it. Let's see what we're working with here. How exciting is this? Just a giant Ferris wheel. These are the absolute most boring things on planet Earth. But okay, so we've got that thing there. We can go ahead and open that guy up. We're not going to charge anything for that. You know what we should do? Oh, goodness. I didn't realize this was all one piece. I'm going to grab a lot of this. Let's just take all the pieces that we can. Maybe not that one. I guess we'll take that one. All right, sounds good to me. Let's duplicate this, and we could have this continue over here. I'm going to keep it high and tight. Probably going to end up deleting some of these rocks, but I definitely want... I want to try to keep as much space as we can in case we need it elsewhere, but that way we kind of continue the backdrop there. Oh, nope. Shoot. I feel like it's kind of crazy that they let you completely undo something like that, and as far as I'm aware, there's no, like, undo what I just did button. Gonna try to move this around so it's a little bit different. Looks good. And we can set this guy up like this. Have it all the way up against the back. Beautiful. Keep it coming. Could even kind of wrap it around so it's in its own little crevice here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's continue our guest path here. So we're gonna have this come all the way to the edge, and then I think we, obviously have it come down here. Maybe come around the back side of these shops. I wouldn't say these shops are the most, pretty thing to look at, but I'm trying to make use of as much space as possible. So if we have this come all the way back around like that, obviously we're gonna have to have this loop around and link eventually. It is kind of cool that we'll be able to walk by the pirate ship and whatever else. Probably gonna want to put some what's it called eventually, some railings and stuff, but we can have this kind of come to there, and then that's how that can link up. So we can bring this guy, probably have this continue coming around. We're gonna meet up with that eventually. I don't know where the edge of our park is. It's over here. So let's try to keep this relatively straight around the backside. Have it come back this way, and then this guy can link up. Beautiful. All right. So we've got everything linked. Now people can kind of go through the middle of the park and make their way to where they're going. Maybe we get some other pirate buildings or stuff here. I don't know what we're going to do with this area yet. We're just kind of focusing on Western. So that looks pretty good there. Can we fit our small little camp? I guess we could kind of put it down here. That's kind of fun. It's a good easy ride for the kiddos. So we'll put that down there. This could even be like a Western food hall area, to be honest. I like that. Give me these guys here. We could put this kind of underneath this just to block that off a little bit. Ooh, build a 5-star park in sandbox mode. We just got that. Are we officially a 5-star park? Park rating 4.9. We must have went up to 5 and then immediately dropped back down. Park reputation's our lowest thing. That's going to be fine. Shoot, we just lost another one of our things. I hate when it deletes it when you don't finish, but all right, here we go. Gonna try to set this up so it looks nice. That looks pretty good right there. We've got kind of a natural backdrop happening. Have it go all the way up to the building so it kind of cuts it off, and then this, I don't know if we really have enough space for it. Cover up any barnacles here. Looks good, but yeah, let me grab my terrain brush. We're gonna pull this out so it makes a bit more sense as to why the stairs would be here. Let's come all the way up to the stairs so we have like a natural land thing happening. I don't want it to just be stairs suspended in infinity. Let's do a smaller path off of here. We don't exactly have... Oh, might be able to get a small food court here. We don't exactly have flat area here, which is the number one issue that absolutely drives me crazy. We can try to flatten this out a little bit, but that kind of messes everything up if you don't do it beforehand. So we'll hope that's okay. That looks pretty good. Get our desert back in here. We've got some more Western buildings we can kind of throw along just to kind of make it themed a little bit better. Technically, this is supposed to be a hotel. I mean, we could charge a mega premium for guests wanting to actually stay in the park, but we're not going to do that. Let me get these individual pieces, get rid of these. There's no actual rooms or anything in there, so this is all for show. We're just going to make this look a little bit better since we're getting rid of the stairs. Let's make sure it's got like a nice foundation to literally stand on. Just have these wooden boards come across here, and then we can get rid of the staircase so we don't need it. I definitely don't want the liability of guests going in there. Why is that blue? Why did that end up turning blue? Let's get that there. Delete that, and then we could probably... I'm gonna have to get this. Dude, it's so crazy. Somebody actually took this and individually made every single one of these pieces. Absolutely love the attention to detail here. And now we can... Oh no, you can't really fill it up. Oh no. Oh, what are we gonna do? Obviously we don't need the far edge. So is there a way for us to make it spread out just a little bit more where you're not quite gonna recognize it? I feel like it's not perfectly straight here. Let's set that up. If we really stretch... Oh no. I mean, that's pretty close. There's a little gap there. Nobody's gonna notice that. I should never put that in the video. Okay, so we got a little Western hotel here. I like where this is going. Let's paint our dirt out here a little bit more. We're gonna fix it all later. I don't want this to be like a major theme. I like having little themed areas. Like I feel like our little coral themed area, which, you know, we need to fix some of the sand in here. It's a little bit plain, but like the coral area is nice. We've got a little Western area that kind of bleeds into two different areas. You're going into the main entrance. You've also got your lazy river included with it. And now we've got a couple of rides. Like I don't want to make this too big, but we definitely can have some activity in here. Let's say where were we going to put this? We could just put the little kids ride right here. It's kind of a fun thing. I like the little teepee thing that we have going on up on the side of the hill. I mean, that's not bad. So we've got a little kids ride here. Honestly, if we took this, give me a bunch of these again. Just trying to get all these pieces here. Sometimes it's weird. Oh, there you go. Okay. So if we duplicate these, obviously it's kind of curved a little bit to the left, but we could just turn this and kind of turn it upside down and around. And now we can continue this, and it's going to be like one big Western bowl is basically what I'm going for here. Have it come all the way maybe to here. Then we could duplicate it. I've flipped things around so it stays interesting. Try to keep moving it, keeping it different. Maybe throw in there. We could get some bathrooms and stuff out here. That's not too close, is it? I don't think it is. Shoot, that's not what I want. We're going to want to twist it this way again. And that's probably going to be around the end of our Western lands. So we could have some bathrooms, we could have some restaurants, we could have whatever. We can get rid of that right there because we don't need that. If we get down on the ground here, we've got kind of like a full Western thing. Obviously fix up a lot of the barnacles and all the little things, but it's like you enter this part of the park and you are just fully immersed in this Western land. Definitely gonna get some food and drink and stuff over here, get some bathrooms and stuff, have some little stuff over there. We honestly probably could put another set of rocks over here, and then you're gonna exit into something else in the backside. We could put trees and stuff on the backside of that, and that kind of gets you into another park. Ideally, every line of sight you see, it's just the theme that you currently have. So let's grab a bunch of these guys here. We can duplicate these. We can put these, I guess, kind of like this. That might be too many. I say we put it like this. Let's have another one that runs like this. So we've got more area there. And then that really kind of ties into all of this too. Obviously, we've got the rocks from our mine. We've got Western. We've got giant rocks. And then eventually we kind of get into the Viking and pirate stuff. Not Viking at all. It's pirate stuff down there. So yeah, that makes sense. Let's clean this up a little bit. Can move some of these big pieces to cut off the holes that we have in our system here. Delete some of the excess. And you know what we could do while we're at it? Let's have this all the way across. Kind of twist it so it looks a little bit better. I don't know what side is going to be best. It's going to take a lot of cleaning up. But if we could turn this into a bit of like an archway to get out of here, that could be really cool. Get rid of all of these guys here. So like I really like how that actually comes into the path a little bit. Like we might want to move... Oh. I hate when it gets weird about moving things. But if we move that a little bit, we could set that up right like that. That looks good to me. And then we could duplicate that, and let's switch that around and do the same thing on the other side. Obviously, we're going to have to link all this up so it looks nice. Bring this guy in here like that. Yeah, that's sick. Look at that, dude. Let's get down on the ground here. Oh my goodness, going into Westworld. We're gonna have all sorts of bathrooms and stuff. Obviously, the shadows are gonna play a role, but this is a great theme. This is good. Definitely feel like we could do some sort of a water feature, some sort of waterfall or something, but it's like everywhere you look, you are in here. You can kind of see some of the palm trees and stuff. We're not gonna be able to build up to the sky, and it's nice. It's like, oh, look at that thing over there. Is that a roller coaster that's boosting people up into the sky? Yes, it is. You should go over there and check it out. But for the most part, when you're looking around, you see like a little bit in the corners and like right there and stuff, but for the most part you're completely surrounded by your theme. This is great. And this thing, honestly, it's got a pretty decent sized footprint in the park. Dude, it's coming together so nicely. I cannot believe every single little thing that we do. Just it all looks so freaking good. And you know what, if we've got an arch on one side, we got to do an arch on the other. I think here's our little rock arch. Move this guy around. Yes, sir. That is amazing. Oh no, we lost our tree thing over there. That's okay. I like this little nook spot right here. That's nice. We lost our cherry blossom tree, but that's all right because we have another one over here. But yeah, this looks sick. Let's get our handy dandy. Oh, we do not want to do the whole thing. Never mind. Cancel that. That would be really expensive. I just want to get our handy dandy little guy here. We're gonna try to cover up a lot of these little spots, make it look a little bit more random and prevent people from seeing barnacles on desert rock. And make sure we give people enough headroom to get through here, but also just really don't want any of these barnacles to show. Get that guy like that. That looks good. We can put that into the wall. Got another set right here. We're gonna have to adjust this. My goodness, dude. The amount of time that I spend just placing rocks in this stupid freaking park. I mean, trust me, it's all worth it in the end when it looks nice, but it is a pain in the butt. This one is nowhere near where it's supposed to be. Okay. Sometimes it does like a really aggressive zoom out on me, and I never understand why. Got a bunch over here. I mean, these are ones that people probably will never see, but we will, so we're gonna try to take care of them as best we can. I don't know. That's something I'll probably go through and really kind of tune in on and focus up on going forward. I wish we could change the color of the normal rocks so we didn't have to worry about the barnacle accents, but yeah, this looks really nice. Let's go ahead and lock that in. That looks great. So for facilities, we've got some Western themed things. This is a 2-shop shell. Let's hold that for right now. We've got a Far West toilet. Definitely gonna want this. Oh my gosh, dude, this is amazing. Dude, look at that. It's got like the swinging door happening with the live campfire and the somebody made a hatchet and a saw. Oh my gosh, I love this game so much. We've got a Western souvenir shop that kind of matches up with our entire, oh gosh, game's getting a little bit laggy. We have a lot of items in this area, so we got to be a little bit careful. But this kind of matches up with all of our shopping and stuff. It wants it to be that tall, or can we... Oh, shoot, hold on. Let me see if I can make this a little bit lower first. Dude, we have so many people in our Western area. We're going to set this up. I don't want to go all the way to the ground because we want to make sure we have a path to be able to get in, but if we set it up like that, should be able to have a path up to the Western Saloon Enthusiast Club. That looks pretty good. Can we turn this bad boy on? Power's on. Good to go. I think this was technically supposed to be next to like a lake for some fishing and stuff, so we could just kind of get rid of the extra rocks there. It would have made sense along the lazy river, but you're not going to be able to get guests in the lazy river buying things, bro. There are so many people here for this ride. That is crazy. I think we've hit max guest capacity, which is insane. Looks like we could use a little bit more entertainment. We still haven't hired any of the like mascots, which we should do. Energy, hunger, thirst, toilet, nausea, and panic. Less of a need means they don't really need it, right? I was thinking, ooh, luxury. What kind? Oh, we do have an adults only area coming to the park at some point, but I guess I need more toilets, more. No, I mean, nausea and panic is way up there. They need more nausea and panic, like they need more intense rides. I'm not sure how to interpret that. But we are at fully 5-star here, which is just absolutely ridiculous. We also never even really advertised. Should we advertise a water slide enthusiast? Speaking of which, how are we looking? Again, even at 100%, not 100% free, at 1 penny, we still have hardly anybody using the pools. I just don't get it. People would rather pay $120 to come in to ride rides than they would to basically go in the lazy river for free. Dude, this thing is absolutely packed too. Every single one of these is fully open. This new land, they really like that. We did a good job with this Western land. I just realized we didn't do our, I'm going to do, what kind of a path should we do? I guess we could do a natural path. Let's do a natural path in and out of this thing. Make sure we get a queue line in there as well. Looks good. Another ride has been added to the park. Something for the kids. Always got to love that. And then let's make sure we get, let's get some sort of food happening in here. Ooh, I like this. Could we set this guy up like this just for fun? Trying to hide the fact that we're clipping through a little bit here. It doesn't all have to be perfect. It's just got to look right. So we've got kind of a little saloon thing happening there. Do we have any, let's get some of those cacti. We could put some little cactus around. I kind of like these little guys too. I like a little cactus farm out in front of this thing. Again, this is like a, kind of serves two purposes. This is not meant to be something to go into like our hotel that we had to fix up. This is just something to look at. We've got some other cactus plants here. If we place these down somewhere, we could kind of move them around. Like let's place this group out here, and then let's take things that we like this guy here. Let's edit the group. We could duplicate this, and then we could put this guy like there. Got some more cacti. I like the vertical cacti. So this is pretty cool. They have taken all the little cacti and they've just stacked them on top of each other to make the more traditional looking cactus here. Just gonna place a bunch of these all over the place. Cactus next to the bathrooms. Make sure you're not going to where you're not supposed to go. Stay on the beaten path. Is there anything else of interest here? I mean, I like the tumbleweeds, maybe? Gonna place some of these randomly throughout the park. We're also really gonna have to make sure that we do all of our benches and trash cans and stuff. We cannot forget that. I feel like that's one of the easiest things to forget. Can we make this thing huge? I kind of like these as just like a normal background bush, not just a like a tumbleweed. I really like this bathroom situation. I think I'm gonna do 2 bathrooms on this side. I feel like we can never have enough bathrooms. So we've got bathrooms happening over there. We've got our kiddie coaster over here. This thing is on, but we forgot to take off the price on that, dude. People are absolute cheapskates in this park. We've got kind of a fun vibe over here. We've got a gift shop. I'm thinking, I mean, if we can get some sort of a food stall situation, we could put this Western double shell here, the Western Roundup, and then we could put 2 food stalls within that. So I'm going to take a look at actual food. I feel like cowboys would like chief beef. So if we set that guy up there, that looks pretty good. And then I would think maybe a drink stop. You know, it's the desert. You're going to be thirsty. So we can go with a gulpy soda. Can we get this off the grid? Here we go. Let's get this guy. Oh no, it's making me add it to the group. I don't understand how these work. I mean, that's better there. It's just going to have to be close enough. That's just where that is. It won't let me do anything otherwise. So it's not connected to a path. Of course, we can make our paths here, and then we can get these bad boys open. So we've got a food and a drink shop over here, and I say we take, I like these bushes, so let's take some more bushes over here just to kind of add to the vibes. Could also take some more cacti. We don't want that one over there. We want this one. Let's get maybe some vertical cacti straight up and down. We could start kind of placing these randomly. It's kind of a funny looking cactus. I'm not going to lie to you, but it is what it is. Let's get the white rocks underneath. We don't need those. You can't tell me this isn't kind of a funny visual here. Actually, you know what we could do is, let's just duplicate this one like so. Okay. There we go. Just a little Easter egg for you guys. Let's get one of our crooked boys over here. Duplicate these, and we could put these around the store as well. We get one in here underneath our walkway. We could probably put another cactus over in this walkway over here, kind of over by the bench that people are sitting at. Speaking of which, let's duplicate these, and we are going to put these along the walkway every few steps just so people can't complain. It's not for their benefit or anything. It's just strictly so they won't complain. It's kind of a nice spot for one right here, one down here, one in the shade over here. Literally can't walk more than 15 steps before you run into some sort of place to sit. One final one by the bathrooms. Okay, beautiful. Looks good to me. I'm not gonna lie, dude. This turned out pretty sick. I really, really love this. Now, do we have any sort of other little things. I want to look in the workshop. Is there any sort of like a wagon or like a, I mean, we've got the campfire. That's the pirate campfire that we had. Wagon, a teepee. Ooh, a mail wagon. Perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for. It's a Native American teepee. I was thinking more of like a camp, like a, what about cowboy? We'll search cowboy. Like a cowboy camp, some sort of a setup. Or I don't know what else we would search here. I mean, I guess technically a Native American teepee would work. I don't know if that's kind of a little bit sad, but we'll just go for it. Like, I feel like a teepee right here in the middle of our thing would be super sick. Let's get a giant U.S. mail wagon. I'm gonna put this here, and then the coaster's gonna kind of go underneath that. We can put that like that, and I feel like I don't really love the statue in front of it, so we're gonna get rid of that. Let's get another cactus to go here. I don't really like that one there. Let's bring that out a little bit more. Kind of feel like we could do with some more huge boulders. I mean, this is as big as it gets. Just kind of have the ground come out a little bit more so that it kind of fills in some of these spaces here. I don't know if we would necessarily do a whole bunch of water. In terms of our scenery brush, we've got temperate, we've got forest, we've got med, we've got tropical, we've got taiga. We don't really have anything in terms of like cactuses, desert plants, desert rocks, that sort of thing. So I mean, in terms of theming, I don't know if there's like a whole bunch more we can do here. There's kind of a lot going on, and to be honest, I think my PC just doesn't really like how many rocks we have all in this area. I didn't think about that, but I think it's like a thing where obviously every item here is you know, playing a role and being interacted with and stuff. And like when you think about it, like obviously there are a lot of items here, but in most places there's just like there's a pool and a few trees and a couple rocks. But here we literally have, you know, maybe 1,000 rocks, maybe not that many, but a lot of little individual pieces all in this area. So I don't want to get too crazy. And it looks looks like this is a smash hit. Dude, that campfire is roaring. How do they even make that? Hold on, is it gonna let me? We could probably... No, we can't use the multi-select in this. I'm going to see if it lets me just copy this thing. Dude, who doesn't love a good campfire? How do I select the flame? Tell me that worked. Oh, we've got an empty campfire. Well, that's fine. Not all campfires have to be lit. We can have one over here. Just kind of set up like that. I'm trying to find little things we can do to kind of... Maybe one over here. We could put that out in front of that, and then we could move this. Why don't you zoom out back behind it? Honestly, probably do a couple of these. Just trying to find little ways to add a little bit to our look here, but I think this is pretty good. I'm really happy with how this turned out. Obviously, I need to do some little pieces here. I mean, that could literally take over an hour to cover up all the barnacles and everything. I'm going to work on that off screen, but it looks like we have a massive amount of people in this area. This might be the most congested area on the map, with like items and people in it. Dude, my PC is lagging. We might have to start closing down some things. I don't know what we're gonna have to do. I'm gonna look into it. Maybe I'll have to drop the graphic quality a little bit. It's not lagging that bad. Maybe a restart will help out, but we added a ton of detail today. So hope you guys enjoyed. Let's go ahead and get down on the ground and take a little peek-see here through our western town, this nice little oasis in the desert here on our tropical island theme park. Dude, I absolutely love it. It is amazing how we can have like a blank slate and end up with this. And just like, I don't know, what is this going to end up being? 45 minutes of an episode? Something like that? What are they? Oh, they're looking at the windmill. Oh, okay. I thought they were all giving me the thumbs down. I wasn't sure why, but there you guys have it. Westworld, it's done. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think. Like little areas like this, I'm probably gonna add some small stuff. I don't want to get too many items in this one area because it can kind of get us in some trouble. So, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in our next one. Catch you all later. Don't get sick on the barrel spinner. Peace out.